Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you all had a good week. I've had an interesting week, but pretty good for the most part. And I am ready for the weekend yet again. I feel like weeks are just flying by like crazy. Stella did start in a hybrid school model this week, so we've kind of been adjusting to that. So she goes to school for 2 days a week for 3 hours, and then the rest of the week she is home doing the distance learning. So it's kind of an interesting model that we are adjusting to, but I'm definitely thankful to have her at least be able to get some in-school experience this year. I didn't think we were going to get that at all. So, and this first week went pretty well. I think she's actually excited to be back in school. At first, she was kind of dreading it, but by the second day, she was like, "This is really nice." And I was like, "Oh, honey." I felt so bad for her. Just, she's an only child, so the interaction has been a lot more limited in the last year with like her friends and stuff. She's still seen friends, but hasn't been every day like what kids are normally used to. So anyway, I have my favorites to share with you guys this week, and I'm going to go ahead and just dive right in. I will, of course, put links for everything in the description box down below. So if you're curious about where to buy these things, check out other people's reviews, prices, all that information, open that description box. I'm going to start with, let's start in the shower. So this week I busted out the Tree Hut Papaya Paradise Shea Sugar Scrub. Love this one. So the lid on this one arrived broken, so you can see it's actually just being held together by the tape of the label on the top here, but it's fine. You guys, this papaya is so delicious. If you like papaya at all, I love it. I think it is a delicious fruit to eat. But it just smells really good too. It just has this really nice like tropical vibe. And I've said this before, but I really love these shea sugar scrubs before I shave my legs. So I will do a nice like gentle exfoliation on my legs. You don't want to obviously like scrub so hard that you are like scraping your skin cells off, right? Like you're just kind of loosening some of the dead skin cells that way and getting rid of them. It allows you to get a closer shave. So if you have never exfoliated your legs prior to shaving, it really does give me a much closer shave. But anyway, this just smells like $1,000,000. I have loved these shea sugar scrubs for a number of years. I think when it comes to scrubs, like you don't need to necessarily spend a ton of money. There's obviously some higher end scrubs that, if the fragrance is amazing, those can definitely be worthwhile. Lord knows I've splurged on things that I shouldn't have blown money on. But when it comes to the scrubs, like I tend not to want to blow like a ton of money on them since I go through them fairly frequently. And these are great. I love them. So, trying more Lonza products. I really like this line. I actually am kind of regretting not picking up the shampoo as well because I only picked up the conditioner. This is the Healing Strength Manuka Honey Conditioner from Lonza. First off, we gotta smell it because I'm obsessed with the smells, right? I really like the way this smells. This does have some kind of honey tones in it, but it's just also kind of a pretty soft floral scent as well. I really like it a lot. The smell, that is. But I also like this conditioner on my hair. I thought it could potentially maybe be a little bit too heavy for me, but it really isn't. It really detangles my hair. It really deeply hydrates my hair, and it rinses very clean. And I love the shine that my hair has afterwards. I used it this morning, and the scent kind of lingers a little bit, which I like. I love getting a whiff of like my freshly cleaned hair like throughout the day. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, if you've never tried anything from Lonza, every product that I've tried so far, I have really, really enjoyed so far. Again, they are a higher end hair care line, so they're a little bit more expensive, but I feel like so far, I don't think that there's anything that I've used that I've been like, oh, this wasn't worth it, just good stuff for sure. Paula's Choice came out with a new product. This is their Omega Plus Complex Cleansing Balm. And I've kind of been waiting for Paula's Choice to get into the cleansing balm game. I feel like they took a long time to get there, but they have. And this is really good, you guys. Now, this one's a little bit different from most cleansing oils because a lot of them say use on completely dry skin. So what I will do is, I'll go in the bathroom at night, wash my hands, dry my hands, and then, go in with the cleansing balm. But this one says you can use it wet or dry. So it's actually my preference to wet my face first and just to kind of like get the mascara loosened up a little bit. So I'll take just a washcloth and hold that over my eyes for just like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 seconds, just warm, just to loosen that mascara a little bit to start with, and then take about a quarter size amount of this into my palm and then work it into the wet skin. Just everything comes off. This is really nice. Do I think that I'll repurchase this over the Derma E cleansing balm? I don't know. I will say this one doesn't have a scent to it. The Derma E does. That has the citrus scent. I know a lot of you are very anti-fragrance in skincare. I'm not. I personally don't have a problem with it, but I do get that there's a lot of people that do have sensitivities to fragrance in skincare. So if you're looking for fragrance-free, this is going to be a great option for you. It really does melt everything off, and then I go in with my second cleanse, and my skin is left perfectly clean. It's a great cleanser for sure, as in terms of a first cleanse. So yeah, if you're in the market, give it a whirl, especially if you like things that are fragrance-free. Otherwise, I would say the Derma E is still going to be a recommendation for you guys as well, and something that I will repurchase in the future too. So I can't remember what this one costs, but it is available on Paula's Choice right now. So I love this stuff. This is the Delicious, there we go. The Delicious Velour Body Melt, and this is in their sugared coconut scent. So this almost looks, can you guys see, where's my lighting? There we go. It looks basically like coconut oil, and it really kind of is the consistency of coconut oil. It, like it's kind of solid, and then with the heat from your body, it melts and turns into like essentially a body oil. First off, their sugared coconut scent, one of the best coconut scents around, just hands down. It's that fresh, like tropical coconut. It's not like they add any pineapple in here. There's no like salty air vibes. It's just like coconut, like Hawaiian tropic, like coconut suntan oil. Do you guys remember that stuff? Has a similar scent to that, but nicer, a little bit more refined than that. But this is great, you guys. Again, after shaving legs, it's been a little bit more sunny here in Oregon, so I have started the process of shaving my legs because soon I will bust out my Old Navy like muumuu sundresses that I wear every summer. So I'm trying to get into the habit of shaving my legs at least a couple times a week again. And I really like this for afterwards because it like deeply nourishes and hydrates the skin, and it takes a little while to soak in, but it's worth giving it the time to do that because your skin afterwards just has this beautiful glow to it, but not a greasy glow. Like once it absorbs, you're good. And the smell. I can't say enough good things about the smell. Speaking of the smells, my perfume pick of the week, which by the way, oh my gosh, look how close I am to finishing another perfume. Just goes to show you how much I love this one. This is the Contour Sud Pacifique Vanille Blackberry. Now this is a very close dupe to Falling in Love from Philosophy. I wore Falling in Love on my wedding day, so that particular scent is kind of near and dear to my heart. And I associate really good memories with this particular smell. And this just smells so spot on. I really, really have loved this one. The wear on these isn't, I wouldn't consider it exceptional, but it's also not terrible. I do typically reapply kind of halfway through the day with the Contour Sud Pacifique fragrances, but I'm okay with that. I am work from home, so I can just go upstairs into the closet and just give myself a refresh. I really do just wear perfumes for me. Like, I don't wear them necessarily for other people to smell. I mean, when we go out, you know, it's nice to smell like fancy lady or whatever, but fragrances just make me happy. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but like, I have so many memories associated with fragrances. And they lift my mood. Even when I'm having a terrible day, sometimes all I'll have to do is just go and get a little spritz of one of my favorite scents, and I just instantly feel better. There's just this joy that I get. And you know, if you have really nice, expensive perfumes, wear them. Don't let them go bad, because as the years go by, your perfumes will degrade over time. If you keep them in a nice kind of cool, dark area, like I keep ours in our master closet, so they never really see sunlight because there's no windows in our closet. So all of my perfumes have kept really, really well. Even when we lived at our old house, I kept them in a darker area so that the sunlight wouldn't hit them. And I have perfumes that I've had for like years and years, and they're still good. But do know, just wear it. If you're going to spend the money on it, wear it, enjoy it. Even if you're not going out on fancy dates or to dinner parties, wear the perfume. It's good stuff. All right, I have relied again. If you do not have this in like your emergency skincare stash, you need this. So once again this week, and you can see she's actually healed up nicely again. I have this, it's eczema that just flares up now, where I gave myself a chemical burn last year. I've talked about it a few times. I had an incident where the retinol and the AHA met, and my skin was not happy. Anyway, so now I have just eczema in that area that can pop up, flare up from time to time. And as soon as it does, all I do is apply the Centella Aqua Soothing Ampule. So typically just this, but sometimes I'll also put a little bit of hydrocortisone. If it's really bad, I'll use a little bit of hydrocortisone, but I try not to use that whenever possible. I try to rely on this. The Centella, for whatever reason, just soothes the heck out of my skin. I think even better than the hydrocortisone does. It soothes the dryness of the eczema. It soothes the irritation, the redness, the itch, because oh God. Let me tell you, you look like a total nut when you're like itching at your neck. I looked like one of the dogs, to be honest, earlier this week. But this just immediately soothes it, and it clears it up beautifully. So just a little bit remaining today, but that should be gone within the next day or two. You should have this. It's great for when your skin is irritated. The Centella is known for helping to soothe the skin, and I can tell you, in fact, I'm probably more than half done with this one. It's also just a great hydrating serum for the face as well. You know, like you don't just have to use this on irritated skin. You can also just use this as a regular part of your skincare routine. Comes in a pretty decent size. This is 1.35 fluid ounces, and it's pretty affordable. It's in like $20 to $25 range. Could possibly even be less, but anyway, I'll link it down below. You guys, look at this giant sponge that I picked up. So was I at Ulta? I think I was at Ulta. Maybe it was Target. Actually, I think it was Target. Real Techniques came out, and I don't think this is crazy new, but I haven't had one of these yet, with another one of their sponges, but this is like extra large. I think this is actually meant for like the body, for applying like self-tanner and stuff like that. But you guys know that I like to use these sponges just slightly damp to put on my translucent powder before putting on powder foundation. If you'd like to know how I do my powder foundation, I will link the latest tutorial or just foundation tutorial routine that I put up a couple weeks ago in the description box. Anyway, I love the surface area on this. You can see it's large, and it allows me to do my face even faster. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like the surface area. Plus these sponges clean up really well. This one's dirty. I'm actually getting ready to wash it today. But yeah, that's great. I mean, I haven't used it for its intended purpose, which is probably self-tanner, but I can tell you it works great for sticking that translucent powder on my face before I go in with my powder foundation. The size just really kind of cracked me up. and it gets even bigger when you wet it. All right, blushes. I'm sure you guys are aware that Becca will be going out of business here in, I think in the fall, early fall is when they said. I think they're gonna be pulling out of everything. So they put the blame on the pandemic. So I'm trying to enjoy some of my Becca products, knowing that my opportunity to purchase anything from them is gonna come to a close eventually. So I'm trying to see if there's anything that maybe I wanna pick up a couple more of their blushes or some more of their lip products or whatever before they go out of business. But anyway, in that vein, these are the blushes I was using this week. So these are the mineral blushes, and I have the shade Sweet Pea, which is what I'm wearing today. And then I've also been wearing the Flower Child. These are actually really nice blushes. The Flower Child I obviously have in a smaller size, and this is the regular size blush. I really do like the way these wear. I think the Becca blushes are kind of fantastic. Because they're a mineral formula, they really do adhere really well to the skin. They're a beautiful pop of color. They tend to wear all day on my more oily skin type. Like, they don't fade the way that some blushes do. And I think they're really nice. Be kind of bummed once they're gone forever. So I think I might take a look and see if there's like one or two more colors that I would like to have. Maybe I'll see if I can get this Flower Child. I don't even know if they still have this anymore, but this is just a really nice kind of neutral everyday pink shade. Maybe I'll see if I can get this in a full size because I do like the shade a lot. So, and with it being smaller, I'll probably finish that before the other ones. My eyeshadow palette this week has been mostly this, and I don't really hear a lot about Dominique cosmetics anymore. Not that I like necessarily seek stuff out from Dominique cosmetics, but I really do like their eyeshadow formula. This is the Latte palette. This has been out for a while, and occasionally I will still reach for this, and every time I do, I'm like, I really like this palette. There's only probably one shade in here, and it's the pumpkin spice shade. You can see I've never even touched that one. But the rest of these, I've used all of these, and they're really, really nice eyeshadows. They blend really well. Her like shimmer formula is intense. Now you can see that's kind of chunky. Like, there's quite a bit of fallout with this, but dang, these are like intense. Look at that color payoff. Like, nice shimmer and shine, right? So anyway, that's what I have on my eyes today, and what I've had in most of my videos from this week, I think, on my eyes. Yeah, this is a great palette, and they're huge. Look how these are huge, huge pans. So yeah, the Latte palette. Anyway, has she come out with anything new lately? Maybe I should look. Lips this week, I'm getting into gloss mode. Usually during the fall and winter, I'm really into lipsticks, and spring and summer, I go into gloss mode, and we're in gloss mode. So this week I've actually been, and this is funny because this is from the fall. This was a Buxom release during the fall months. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in Spiked Apple Cider. I don't even know if this one's still available, but this is just a really nice nude. This is actually what I have on my lips right now. That's all that I have on my lips. No lipstick or anything like that. This is just a really nice pinky brownie mauve shade. Great for every day. I certainly wouldn't think of this like as like only perfect for the fall. You know, I think it's kind of a good year-round, just neutral, your lips but better type shade. And this is the fun one. I really like this one. I have what is the shade that I finally have coming to me? I think it's Petal. I think I ordered Petal. This is the Viseart Moisture Boost Lip Shine in the shade Granita. So this has a really nice red tint to it. It's kind of like a popsicle tint to your lips. So it's not gonna give you like bright red flaming lips. But these formulas are really nice. They're like very, very hydrating, almost like a lip balm in a way. They're just really, they're great on the lips. They don't slide around a whole lot. And they wear a decent amount of time for being a gloss. And this is like the perfect amount of color that I'm comfortable with. You guys know I don't really do red lips a whole lot, But this particular red I think looks fantastic, and I really like it during the summer months. So you guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. There is some home fragrance content coming up this week, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. Otherwise, that's what I have for you. So have a great rest of your day. I'll put links for everything in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.